Guys, it's your girl Woo on the Beat back with another video. Sorry I have been a little MIA, but I'm coming back to you with this detailed look on how to get this gorgeous cut crease. If you want to see, just keep on watching. We'll get right into it. Starting out with our e.l.f. primer, we're going to go ahead and prime our face. And then we're just going to take a Ruby Kisses brown eyebrow pencil and go ahead and fill in our brows.
I took a pill in Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool. And when I finally got sober, felt 10 years older, but forget it was something to do. And if you feel you're sinking, I will jump right over into cold water. You broken pride and be something. Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night, and I won't be all day. You don't gotta go to work, I can't go block, play on the radio. That's my girl.
Alright, going in with the angled brush and our LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast. We're going to go ahead and outline those brows and clean them up a little bit.
Baby, pull me closer. I don't know who's gonna kiss you in your room, and I can hold up in order. Watch me break it down like turn the bass up. Look out! That's done. Give each other girl like we used to in the name of love. No, who's taking you home? I'm loving you so. My friends are heathens, take it. If I was you, I'd wanna be me. Pop, it's showtime. All up in your show. Waste time with the masterpiece. Waste time with the masterpiece. When you say it like that, what y'all trying to do? I love you always, forever, near and far. We'll stick together everywhere. I will be with you, everything I will do for you.
I won't lie to you,
Baby,
I know he's just not right for you.
that was what you told me. Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet.
That's why I need a one dance, about a Hennessy in my
Just
lap.
looking at you, watching you kiss it. So we should be sexual. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things that we're stressed out. I'm over you. Wag. So just dance. Baby, it's up. So just dance. Come on. I can't stop it. But you don't shoot across. I can't stop it. Died last night in my dreams, walking the streets of some old ghost town. I tried to believe in God and James Dean, but Hollywood sold me.
They drunk into the night, wanna keep you here, cause you dry my tears. Yeah, summer, loving and fights, how it is for us, and it's all because.
But do you want? So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford.
Here I'm just going to go ahead and fill in any spots that I missed that may need to be filled in a little bit more with that same Ruby Kisses brow pencil. Going in all over our lid with that same concealer in Toast, we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes.
You wanna make a point, but you keep preaching. You had me from the start, won't let this end.
The temperature's rising, But my day has slipped through us no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'm a day in my heart out to the dawn. But I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer, summer, summer.
Of course, going in with what I would consider the holy grail of powders with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade Medium Deep. We're going to go ahead and set that eye.
Down, down, down. I got a voice in my head that keeps singing. Oh, my heart is a ghost town.
Next, we're going in with one of my favorite highlighters. This is the e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Pink Diamond. Really, really gorgeous. And we're going to go ahead with a fluffy brush there and go ahead and do our eyebrow highlight. I live for a second eyebrow highlight, so I am going in with this a little bit heavy. So...
Put it on the paper, right on my skin. Bring me to life.
Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in the
Today, guys, we're going in with just 3 simple colors. As you can see, I'm trying to decide. But we're going to go ahead and go in with that purple shade first with a fluffy blending eyeshadow brush. And we're going to go ahead and pack that on right above our crease and go ahead and just get that built up to the intensity that we like.
Take me back.
I'm going to be showing you guys a different technique today on how to do your cut crease. So we're going to take that navy with another angled brush. And we're going to go ahead and outline our crease right now before we apply our concealer. This is another way to do it if you're not comfortable with doing your transition shades first and then doing the concealer to cut that crease. This is a way to make sure that you really get that crease correct without messing up with the concealer.
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I'll do that thing I
This technique is a little helpful for those of you, like myself, who your eyes are a little bit different in size. One eye is a little bit bigger than the other, so you can see where I'm kind of looking back and forth between the two to make sure that both of those creases are as close as symmetrical as possible. I don't want to have one big crease and a smaller crease, just going to be looking crazy.
You make my heart go.
going to go in with that same concealer and Toast, and we're just going to take a small flat brush and go ahead and conceal the rest of our eyelid for our crease. This is going to act as a base for that pretty shimmer color we're going to sit on top. To dry a little bit, I'm going back in with that same angle brush with that navy on it and just making sure I'm cleaning up that edge. I do want that navy to pop, so I want to make sure that it is definitely standing out for this look. I'm going to go back in with that same brush that I used to do that purple, take the excess, and I'm just going to blend out those edges because I feel like I lost that purple a little bit, so I just want to make sure to get that back. So I chose to use this brush because the rest of my flat brushes weren't giving me the effect that I needed. So I'm just taking a pointed flat brush here, and I'm just going to have to place that shimmery icy blue shade all over my lid. Gorgeous, gorgeous shade.
What do you mean? What do you mean? This I know. This I know. Can't keep my hands to myself.
Hear a knock on the door and the night begins.
No matter how hard I'm trying,
Cause we done this before, so you come on in.
I want you all to myself.
Make yourself at my home, tell me where you
You're
been.
not there for a good chance.
Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to
So
this.
come on, give me a taste.
Ain't nobody going
Feel
with
this love.
you know what you gave
What do you mean?
Dance off the pain, go feel the pain, just feel the champagne.
So I'm taking a blending brush from e.l.f. and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that highlight into my actual eyeshadow so that you don't see the harsh line between the two. I think this is a essential step. I'm not sure if everyone does this, but it's just a little tip for you guys. So for this video, I wanted to make sure I did everything on camera for you guys. So as you can see, I'm just lining my top lash line with some Nika K liquid liner. This is very inexpensive. I got this for like $1 at my local beauty supply. But you can use whatever works for you. I do prefer liquid, but in the near future for you guys, I will be testing out the gel liner. A lot of people are having, success with it, so I'll give it a try.
Neath my skin, I can feel my heart.
Dance off the pain, don't feel no shame, just feel the shame, babe.
She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me there'll never be enough. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down.
Now, this is a video to show you how to do your makeup when you're running out of everything and everything. So I am going in today with the Miss Express Lash in M102B. I actually did stack 2 pairs of lashes together for this look because I wanted my lashes to pop with this gorgeous cut crease. So as you can see, I'm just placing those on. I do use normal hair bonding glue for my eyelashes. I just personally like it a lot better. It dries black, it matches my eyeliner, so I just love it.
Now with a man them at the polo, I can make a honey give away a last Rolo. And I stay show, yo, you know how it goes. The girls like
Girls is my sons, I'm giving them milk teas. They be sweating me headbands and gym tees. Like bad knees on dirt, no whiskeys. It is going down like M. Lewinsky's. Ribbon breeze, yup, my wrist on pink skis. Rings in the be itching on my pinkies. Make them mad, huh man, I got them hating bad. That's just me green like Jamaican flag.
Now obviously I'm out of a lot of stuff, including mascara. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking an old mascara brush that I have, and I'm actually coating that with some of my black liquid liner to go ahead and do my mascara to blend my lashes with the falsies. Just a little tip for you guys. I know we all have those times where we need to run to the store and get something else. So alright guys, I am completely out of foundation, so we're actually taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso to do our full face. And I actually used to use this technique before I got hooked on the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. So, so this is another option for you, and we're just gonna go ahead and buff that out with a foundation brush and then go in with that damp beauty blender to go ahead and buff everything out and make sure that it's smooth. Today for highlight, we're going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Deep. We're going to go ahead and highlight underneath our eyes and go ahead and snatch that nose down for that contour. Above our lip, our top lip, under the chin, and our forehead. Also down the bridge of our nose.
Cause
that same loose powder, we're going to go ahead and set that highlight. Please be sure to bring that powder in to where you actually highlighted the bridge of your nose or the sides of your nose. That way it's going to better define that nose contour. And like I said in a previous video, I do like to use the wedge sponge for this. It gives me a lot more control. As you can see, I'm clearly running out of powder as well. So we're just going to do with what we have. Stick. I got this literally, guys, from Phallus Paralysis. It was like a pack of 3 sticks, a darker shade, a medium shade, and a highlighter shade, like for your cheeks. But I just used this one, and I do feel like that face is essential for snatching that jaw. So don't think I'm weird. We're gonna go in with a long, medium angled brush. We're gonna take that and that same contour stick to go ahead and contour our nose. Basically just putting this right in between where those 2 spots are where the powder is. That's really going to pinch that nose down. And I'm going to make sure that I put a line in the middle at the end there so that it gives the illusion that my nose is pointing upwards just a tad. Alright, and taking a big angled fluffy brush, we're going to go ahead and buff out that contour. Again, I do feel like that face is essential for getting that contour correct. So please don't think I'm weird. I know a lot of makeup artists get talked about for making these weird faces in the videos, but it works, so. Alrighty, and now we're going to go ahead and set that contour. This is another hack for you guys. I don't have any actual like contour setting powder, so what I'm using is a little brown eyeshadow palette to go ahead and set that contour and deepen that contour a little bit. So this is another option for you when you run out of anything or you just don't have it. You can definitely use eyeshadows. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and dust away any excess powder we had from baking. I cannot stress this enough. I am dusting away for quite some time in this video, and I do that every time I do my makeup because I hate taking pictures and I get that little flashback under my eyes because there's some powder still there. So I'm going to just dust for my life, honey, and get all of this powder away.
Wake up, fast as the game we play. I want you as you left, but I can never seem to let you go. Who knows why it's gotta be this way? I want you all to myself. Talking about it's not my style. You're my favorite good
My name is no, what you heard is true, but my number is no. So I'm thinking about you, but I need to let it go, need to let it go. You got that dream.
And now we're just going to take another wet sponge with our e.l.f. loose finishing powder in the shade Sheer, and we're going to go ahead and cut that jawline. It always helps when I start right at the bottom of my mouth where my lip is, my bottom lip is, and go up that way with the natural curve of my face. It really does cut that jawline and just makes it that much more precise.
Smoking, bourbon, drinking, burning liquor. Never stop me, we're out to make that stay.
Today we're trying something a little bit different. We're going in with our Profusion waterproof eyeliner in the shade Rose Gold, and go ahead and do our lower lash line. I just want to have something that kind of pops, but I felt like white would be way too much for this particular look. So I chose this.
You can run with the cash. Home run, slam dunk, touchdown pass. We got signs too fast, so it ain't no holding back. Another shot of vodka, you know it's in my glass. It's my house, just relax.
You got that dream look in your eyes.
I'm taking an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush to go ahead and smoke out my bottom lash. I'm not sure what shade this is. This was just left over from a look I did maybe 2 weeks ago. That's how long it's been since I wore makeup. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on for you. Alright, and we're going to take that hot pink there from my BH Cosmetics, second edition palette. And we're going to take a small brush and go ahead and put that right on top of that purple, just to kind of intensify that and give it that look. I wanted a pop of color outside of the 2 colors I had already used. So now we're going in with that same e.l.f. highlighter and going ahead and highlighting that face. I love that highlighter. Then we're going to also go in with the Hard Candy Prismatic powder in Iridescent powder and just put that on top of that pink diamonds. It looks a lot better in person. I couldn't really capture the highlight on camera the way that I wanted to, but you can kind of see the pink undertone on my cheek there from the pink diamonds. And we're taking the e.l.f. setting spray to go ahead and set our face. Excuse the camera, guys. And we're going to go ahead and take our Ruby Kisses matte lipstick in the shade Purple Affair. We're going to use that to outline our lip, and it's also going to serve as our base because we're putting another shade on top. Now we're going in with the NYX matte lipstick in the shade Sweet Pink. We're going to put that mainly in the middle of our lips so that we can get that ombre effect. Yes, honey, get into her.
Sometimes I just feel it's only me. Whenever it became
this is the final look on how to slay your makeup when you're running out of literally everything. I hope that you guys learned a little bit from this video and you like this look. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Stepping up they pins now. Still stick me for my flow like syringes now. Still kicking closed doors off the hinges now. Shotgun in them 88 Benzes now. With my plug I call him Pancho, but I think he wants some church. I put this pussy in his boca. I make my niggas take his coca. Now I'm ballin' like I'm Sosa in that Lamborghini Rosa. Yelling Viva Puerto Rico, all my bitches is hermosa.
Pero ahora estoy pa'l creepy, 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 creepy.